a day to be an Arsenal fan. What a moment Reece Nelson gave us, scoring with the last kick of the game to take all 3 points. And the emotion that we all went through in that game is something else, isn't it? Is that the kind of performance of champions? There are literally people out there asking if, this means that we can't be champions because we snatched, a victory from Bournemouth, lowly Bournemouth. Frankly, if you're asking that question, it's probably just because you've got an agenda against Arsenal, or you really just don't know anything about football at all. I mean, what a stupid question. The current champions, who are definitely champions, I don't think anyone's arguing they're not, won the championship in the last game of their season, having gone 2-0 down to lowly Aston Villa, and come back and won it with almost the last kick of the game. So yeah, champions do that. I think we can agree that. In 1989, when Arsenal were marching towards a title, their first title in 18 years, we had 2 games at home to play. First being to Derby, who were lowly, looked like they were going to get relegated that year. And the game after that was at home to Wimbledon. We only needed to win one of those. We went into the Derby match, and somehow they beat us 2-1 in the second half. No one was expecting that. They were relegation. They were the equivalent of Bournemouth. And everyone was like, well, it doesn't matter. We've still got 2 games left. We've got Liverpool at the end of the season. And we've got home to Wimbledon. Now, somehow, we only managed to get a 2-2 draw against Wimbledon, which meant we had to go to Anfield and win by 2 goals, because just after we drew with Wimbledon, they knocked 5 past West Ham. Talk about the pendulum swinging. God, we had to go to Anfield, a place where you just didn't win. And not just win, but we had to win by 2 goals. We had to keep them out. Those of you who don't know the history of 89, essentially what happens is, in order to become champions in 89 for the first time in 18 years, we go a goal up in the second half, and Lee Dixon actually turns to the referee and says how long is left. And the referee actually apparently says to Lee Dixon, it's done. But somehow John Barnes goes for a mazy dribbling run. It ends up with John Lukic. Lukic throws it to Lee Dixon. Lee Dixon doesn't know what to do with it. He chips it forward. Alan Smudger-Smith knocks it down, turns with it, chips it over the top. Michael Thomas running through. It bobbles off the defender. He finds himself in front of goal. Waits to see Grobbelaar where he's going to go. Calm as you like. And slots it over him. It's up for grabs. We win the championship last kick of the game. So yeah, champions... This is what champions do. I'm sorry if you haven't been around for one. And I know as Arsenal fans, it's a while now. It's a long wait. You're not guaranteed anything. This is how champions perform. This is what it comes down to.